Ever wondered what it takes to make people laugh for a living? Well, you're about to embark on a journey to discover the steps to becoming a comedian. Humor is a universal language that connects us all. It lightens our burdens and brightens our days. Comedy isn't just about being funny. It's a craft that requires dedication and practice. It's about understanding what makes people tick and turning it into a tickling punchline. And now, let's dive into the first step of becoming a comedian: developing your material. The first step to becoming a comedian is developing your material, and that starts with writing regularly. Think of writing as a workout for your creative muscles. The more you flex them, the stronger they become. And let's face it, not every joke you jot down will have people rolling in the aisles, but by increasing your output, you're also increasing your odds of crafting that perfect punchline. So, how do we make this happen? Start by setting aside dedicated writing time. This could be 15 minutes or an hour each day, but the key is consistency. Next, be ready to capture ideas at any moment. Comedy often bubbles up from everyday observations, so keep a notebook or your phone handy to record those spontaneous sparks of hilarity. And don't be afraid to challenge yourself. Try writing 5 one-liners about today's headlines, for example. Remember, the more you write, the more you increase your chances of finding those golden bits of comedy. Now that you've got some material, it's time to test it. Let's dive into this crucial step on your comedic journey. Think of your comedy material as a science experiment. You've got a hypothesis, which is your joke, and you need to test it to see if it holds up, if it gets laughs. That's where the importance of testing comes in. It provides immediate feedback on what works and what doesn't. You get to understand your audience's reactions, allowing you to tweak punchlines, timing, or delivery to improve your material. So, how do you test your material effectively? Well, start with safe spaces. Share your jokes with friends or in environments where you feel comfortable. They can provide initial reactions and constructive feedback. Once you've built some confidence, step onto the stage of an open mic. These informal settings are perfect for trying out new material. Pay attention not just to laughs, but also to where there's silence. That silence is valuable data on what might need to be adjusted. Now here's a pro tip: record your performances. This isn't just for monitoring audience reaction, but also for self-assessment. Perhaps your material is solid, but your delivery or timing needs work. After testing, don't be afraid to go back to the drawing board. Adjust jokes based on feedback and don't hesitate to cut bits that consistently don't land. Remember, the cycle of writing, testing, refining, and retesting is what helps comedians create their best work. Testing and refining your material based on feedback is what helps comedians create their best work. Great comedians know that comedy is an iterative process. Comedy is not a one-and-done deal. It's a never-ending cycle of creation, testing, and refinement. You've written your material and tested it out, but your work doesn't stop there. Now it's time to iterate, to refine your material based on feedback. Listen to what your audience is telling you, not just with their laughter, but with their silences too. If a joke consistently falls flat, don't be afraid to cut it. It's not a failure, it's a learning experience. As you refine your material, don't forget to test it again. Take your revised jokes back to the stage and see how they land. This process of iteration might seem tedious, but it's crucial in the quest to create the sharpest, funniest material. So keep refining, keep testing, keep iterating. Remember, developing comedic material is an ongoing, iterative process. Becoming a comedian is a journey, filled with lots of writing, testing, refining, and retesting. It starts with developing your material, committing to regular writing sessions, and capturing those fleeting moments of inspiration that could become your next great bit. Remember, quantity often leads to quality. The more you write, the better your chances of striking comedic gold. Testing your material is crucial. It's the audience's reaction that dictates what works and what doesn't. Open mics, friends, and recorded performances are great resources for this. They offer invaluable feedback, helping you tweak your jokes for maximum laughs. The process doesn't end there. Refinement is key. Adjust your material based on the feedback you receive, and don't be afraid to let go of bits that consistently don't land. It's all about iterating your material until it shines. And that's it, your first steps to making people laugh for a living. Happy writing, and remember, keep them laughing.